Hi, it's Adventures with Tom. I am Tom, and today we are going to be doing an oil change on the 2017 Jeep Wrangler. Right now, we are changing the air filter because we have K&N one in. I already, as you can tell, already got it all done. Pretty much there are 4 little clips you undo, 2 10mm bolts, undo them with a 10mm and a ratchet or a wrench. Either one will work. I personally use the quarter drive ratchet, comfort grips, because cold weather comfort grips work a lot better in Michigan. Now we're going to be putting a Fram air filter in there. Not sponsored, but they make some pretty decent stuff. There, nice and clean. Don't need the box. Well, I'll put do, but don't. But there we go. Secondly, let's take one of our rags. We don't want this air filter getting all full of crap, so we are going to clean up all the K&N oil. Because I put too much in and it spit it all out. So we're just doing some cleaning. That should do. So take the filter. Doesn't really matter which way. Put it in. Get put in there. Come on. She's in. We get to. What the heck? There we go. 2. This one back here is easy. 3. Number 4 is a little harder. Let's see if we can get it using the ratchet. Stay. Nope, we're gonna have to do it by hand. There. Oh, why is it acting so hard? Should not be. Oh, maybe it does matter. Ow. Never mind, it does matter which way it goes in. That would explain why it was not going in. I didn't know that till just now. What the heck? Alright everyone, I brought you back. And now we are going to go underneath the car and change the oil. And for this, since it has a different plug than original, I have to use a 16mm socket, 3/8 breaker bar. And now we can go underneath and drain the oil. Ooh, still on there. Yep. Nope. Nope. If he says it's strip, he says it's strip. Oh. Oh. You get a little bit of splashes. But now, we're going to let the oil drain. It's going to also include the filter oil draining as well. That way we can get the filter out. And then we're going to go from there. Then we have to put the plug back on before we can add new oil. And all of that. Let's clean up the mess. You're going to clean up our mess. Call it a good old towel. Right there. We'll make sure it all drains out. We're going to inspect the plug in a sec. Make sure the plug is still good. I do have a spare plug. If I have to, I can change it out. That's what we're going to do. Let's see how that gasket looks. Looks like it does. Need to be a new gasket, but it looks like it could do for another oil change. So we're gonna let it drip for a little bit, and then we're gonna put this plug back on, get it torqued back to its proper spec, which with the Wrangler is, I believe, 18 or 20 foot-pounds. I will double check with the book. I have a book for this. I'm gonna let this drain for a bit, and I will catch you up once we get to needing to put the plug back in. All right, welcome back. Right now, what we're gonna do is get the new oil filter installed. Right. If you're looking for an oil filter, you got the 3.6. For a Wrangler, you're looking for that number right there, 11665, from Fram or STP or whoever else, or SuperTech, whoever else uses that number. This is a Fram Endurance, synthetic endurance filter. Fram's top of the line filter. Comes with a red gasket. Always replace the gasket after every oil change. So what we're going to do, and this is the oil we're using today, is Valvoline 5W20. Oh, jeez. There we go. Valvoline 520 extended protection is what we're using. What we're doing is we're going to crack the lid off, take some oil off of that, put it on there. So while I do that, you guys can hang out there. Take the cap. Get some of the oil. There we go. There's a good amount. Make sure to put a little bit of lube on this little bit gasket. There we go. And that's all done. Fill that old filter on the pan. Very good. And while we're at it, we're going to get the new drain plug out. Don't have to, I think every other oil tank, you have to replace the drain plug. You don't have to replace it every time. But since I got a new one, might as well replace it. Where is it? Aha. There we go. Brand new drain plug. If the phone would like to autofocus. And gasket. I'm going to make sure it is the same nut size as what we're using. We're using a 16, and it is. So now let's go back under, get that guy all put where it belongs, and then we'll go to the top and do the rest. And 20 foot-pounds of torque is all she needs. And it still is draining. So. Should be 6 quarts. We are going to torque it to 24. Definitely do that. Now we're going to let that do its thing. And now we're going to go up above. Alright, guys. Welcome back. We are going to put our oil filter back where it belongs. This is what we had, the ratchet. Spendable. Don't want to add too much. Torque, just enough. Do believe the torque is 18 foot-pounds. 20 will be more, just enough. Torque. Now I'm gonna move you guys over here. fill port on a Wrangler is over here. So I'm going to move you over here and start adding the oil. All right, there we are. Got a nice view of everything. So we're going to start adding the oil. 5.9 quarts of oil, 6 quarts. 5W20 is what is recommended from the manufacturer. We are going to start our long and slow pour of 5 quarts of oil. And yes, we're starting with the 5 quart because it will take the longest. Try not to overfill the funnel because the funnel will spill everywhere and that will not be fun. Just trying to balance pouring. Lets it go down. Oh, I spilled some. I spilt a little. So now we're letting it pour out. Do. The 5 quart jug is now pretty much empty, so we're gonna toss it over there, and it's now for the quart. These never open right. Now we're going to let the quart pour out for a little bit. Well, wait. That's the old gasket. We don't need that. Got to clean up. We are going to make sure to clean housing up. And now we're going to go check the fill. It's good. Good fill before. Now it's good fill now. So we are going to start it up. Make sure there is no leaks, and reset the oil light, which on a Jeep is pretty easy. You just put it to the oil level, go turn on, go 1, 2, 3 with the accelerator, and within 10 seconds, turn the car off, turn it back on, and the oil light is reset. Now, let's get this baby started up for a few. Alright, that is pretty much bone dry. Water fluid is good, coolant is good. Let the funnel empty out for a couple more seconds. And see, engine oil, SAE, 5W20. That's what you're looking for. But besides that, we should be all set to start it. Make sure there's no leaks, and reset the light, and then your oil change is pretty much all done. Now, every vehicle is different. I would recommend looking up your manufacturer and all that stuff for your Pacific vehicle. But for the 17 Wrangler specifically, with the 3.6 Pinstar, they're wonderful engines. They do have their hate, but like most things, everything has their ups and downs, hates and love. So let's take and get the oil light reset. Ooh. And I'll check everything. Alright. Now if I can climb up in here, or go up. Beep, 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 I know. Oh. Menu. Vehicle info, coolant. We go. 1, 2, 3. And as you can tell, I don't know if you can tell. Let's see if I can grab you without doing it. As you can tell, door is ajar. Menu. Oil is back to 100%. So we are going to put it back to the digital come up and start it up for just long enough to make sure there's no leaks. Alright, nothing coming out of the plug. That's like what we like to see. And nothing coming out of the filter. So, this is basically your basics of how to change your oil on your Jeep Wrangler. Let's lower you guys down. Don't need to be tall, just me talking, yeah. But come on, tripod. Ah, there we go. More like it. So, thanks for watching this episode of Adventures with Thomas. Gonna be more like this, car repairs, basic stuff like that. Train video is still going to happen. Going to see if I can catch one tomorrow, maybe. But besides that, I'll catch you all on the flip side, and you all have a good rest of your day. Bye!